Anyone heading out into the wilderness has to be prepared, especially a wildlife photographer. You need to know the habitat and the habits of the animals. I've been using Nikon gear since the first 35mm camera I purchased. Now I'm currently using the Nikon D4. Wildlife is generally more active early in the morning and late in the afternoon, which is also a time when the lighting conditions can be a little bit more difficult. The high ISO range of the D4 is excellent for these circumstances. The D4 comes with a full-frame FX sensor, which is great for bringing out the details in the wildlife and also its surroundings. I have a wide range of Nikkor lenses that I use, from wide angles to telephotos. I tend to use a lot of zoom lenses because it allows me to recompose my shot without having to move and perhaps startling the wildlife. The Nikkor 80-400 zoom lens is one of my favorites. It has such an incredible range, so I can take shots, including the landscape, as well as doing tight-in shots of the animals itself. It also has a vibration reduction, which allows me to hand-hold images for those quick grab shots. I travel the world doing wildlife photography, from Antarctica to the Arctic. Always my favorite images are those that kind of capture the playfulness or the interaction of the wildlife, that's just going to make one image stand out that much more from the rest. When you're going out photographing wildlife, it's important to have your camera set up ahead of time for those spontaneous moments, having a correct ISO and shutter speed selected. The D4 has a few different autofocus features that make it great for wildlife photography in those changing situations you might find yourself in. The D4 is an incredible camera to use to capture action. It can shoot at a frame rate of up to 11 frames per second. Nature and nature photography is one of my passions. I am ready for greatness.